This is a State Running Network powered by Marathon Sports. Our meet coverage today brought to you by New Balance. We have our boys 2025 New England Championship. They're on the line. They're doing some strides, getting loose and warmed up. And to find out who we've got, Scott, Marty, what are we thinking today?
Oh boy, the boys is going to be an incredible competition. Bishop Hendricken is ranked second in the Northeast. This is one of Coach Jim Doyle's best teams ever. He's going to try to tie, the Hendricken boys are going to try to tie LaSalle for the most New England championships at 13. They won their state champion last week by 30 points in dominant fashion, and they're coming back again today. Pinkerton, New Hampshire. Mike Clark, I talked to in the summertime, he said this was his best team ever. And for a team that has had 7 top 3 finishes at New England, that says a lot. It's going to be a showdown between those two fantastic programs.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Hendricken ranked second in the Northeast, Pinkerton ranked third. But Hendricken has some front runners up there in front of the Pinkerton pack. But Pinkerton runs a really tight spread, 1-5. So it's going to be interesting to see how close they can get to those top 2 from Hendricken and cut down that point gap that they have built at the front of their 5.
Not to be overlooked is Connecticut State Open champion Greenwich. They've been slowly progressing and surprising people all season long. They won their first conference title in 49 years, their first double L title in 49 years, their first State Open title ever. This is their first visit to New England Championships, and they got a shot at a podium. So we'll see what they can do. But right on their heels is Xavier and East Lyme, Connecticut. They were tied for second at the State Open, only 17 points behind Greenwich. And, you know, Xavier just got it by a 6-man tiebreaker, but anything can happen on the day. Those 3 teams are all fighting for that 3rd spot.
Seaview and St. Johnsbury are the 2 Vermont teams that probably have a chance to possibly compete for the top 5. It will be interesting to see if their experience on this course will help them, considering how challenging this course can be to run. But they are right there looking at the top 5, and on any given day, they can stick their nose into this battle.
Other teams to look at: E.O. Smith from Connecticut, from Storrs, U32 Vermont, North Kingston, Rhode Island, Hanover, New Hampshire, and LaSalle, the New England powerhouse from Rhode Island.
E.O. Smith also has experience here because they were at Woods Trail, so they've run this course already this year 1 time too.
Yeah, let's see other times how much they improve from that meet to this meet. On the individual side, I don't know about you, Scott, but I see 6 boys have a legit shot at this.
Yeah, there's 6 guys with a speed rating of 185 or higher, led by Sean Gray from Portsmouth, followed closely by Colby Lynn and Sam Leones. Colby Flynn, is from Bishop Hendricken, they're number 1, and then Sam Leone from East Lyme, Connecticut.
Yeah, Sean Gray's gone undefeated this season with wins at Shore, Coach Temptation in Jersey, Rhode Island State Championships, which came down at photo finish with Flynn. Flynn last year was the first sophomore in this race. He was 8th, and Gray last year was an NXN qualifier. So those 2 are pretty solid. But don't overlook the Connecticut State Open champion, Sam Leone. He has definitely been coming up. He's improved a lot since last year. He held off Tyson LaBelle of Griswold by 1 second at the Connecticut State Open. Leone was New England indoor mile champ and outdoor 1600. He was 2nd. LaBelle was 10th at New England's last year as a sophomore. But we want to give a shout out to Luke Cushing. He had the fastest time of the day at the Connecticut class meets. He's a 9:12 2-miler, so this course really kind of sits in his wheelhouse. It's a tough distance runner's course. He's a distance runner.
Yeah, Leone and LaBelle definitely had a tight battle at the Connecticut Open last weekend. Can't forget David Hayes from Bishop Hendricken, their number 2 guy, who gives them that nice 1-2 punch. And on any given day, Marshall Vernon from LaSalle Academy, you know, he can always be in the mix.
He was 2nd last year, that exciting race with Sohail Disa. He hasn't quite kind of peaked yet. He was another NXN qualifier last year, so he might be kind of getting better as the weeks go along. So I would say he's one of my 6th. Sullivan Sturts from Keene. He was 4th last year at New England, and he won the New Hampshire meet of champions by 1 second over Peyton Jocelyn of Montauk, who was greatly improved since last year. He went from 13th to 2nd in their state meet, so that should be pretty fun to watch.
And then the Vermont state champion from Seaview, Ben Hollick, he ran an unbelievable unbelievable second half of the race in the state meet. He came through the halfway point in second, and then just stretched out his lead after that, after he made his move in the last 2.5K. So he's got the Vermont experience here.
That's right. I love you saying that the Vermont experience, the Thetford experience is great. Ethan Fisher from Bishop Girton is a sophomore. He's third in New Hampshire. He's really solid there. Elijah Banaza from Fall Mountain is a junior. He's fourth in New Hampshire. First year cross country runner Joe DeLuise of Oxford. He's run 15:05 in a 6:01 steeplechase. He likes to go from the front, Prefontaine style, and he was fourth in Connecticut. This course might suit him as well.
There really is a pack of about 10 guys after that top group that could be in the mix for an all New England spot. I mean, it's gonna be a battle between a number of people to get all New England spots today.
What I love to see is the person you don't even expect. The person that's seated 40th, moves into 25th. Those are the unknowns. You know, on this course, on this day, anything's possible. I've coached kids that were 30th in a state meet and get 25th in New England. It just depends on what happens.
And that always does seem to happen, it seems like, in New England. Something weird happens where somebody kind of comes from out of nowhere and gets themselves in the mix.
Exactly. And we're looking forward to watching it. And we'll be at about, what, 9 spots on the course? Something like that, like 8 or 9 spots. So you'll get to follow your favorite runner the entire way.
Athletes, take one step back from the start line.
All right, final race instructions given. Field gets quiet here as we await the gun. Flags are up for the starter. Guns up.
Runners, take your mark.
They are off. Your 2025 New England Championship boys race. Sprinting across that hill for position.
Pinkerton is out hard. They are at the front. To be honest, that makes me a little nervous, but everything's clear.
As the guys head into the woods, we will catch them just a little bit further down to Tyler and Marty. Throw it over to you guys, see what we're looking at right up front.
All right, I see movement through the trees. The stampede's coming. Who's got out well?
We're looking for Gray, Sean Gray of Portsmouth, and Colby Flynn. And who do we got here?
That's not Groves, is it?
Well, we got
Sean Gray's up there.
Yep.
Then we got Marshall Vernon, Colby Flynn, Peyton Jocelyn. Bedanza's up there. Pinkerton got a great start. Londonderry's 3 is up there.
I love watching girls. Some girls are back here at the start and then getting all New England. It all depends on where you want to start out. But there's still plenty of racing. We're only about just over a minute and a half into the race right now.
And it is packed. You got guys running up on the side of the trails here.
Yeah, we're pretty high up on the little hill.
And they're already through. All right, here's some cheers. Here's Sean Gray. He's pulled away. Marshall Vernon, Colby Flynn.
He's an excellent qualifier, along with Vernon, who's just trying to come into his own right now.
Look at Peyton Jocelyn right now. He's up there with this lead pack. So Sean's running well. They're letting him go. They're going to close down that gap.
Here we have our first Bishop Hendrickson right now.
Yep, team favorite.
Strong
That's
top.
Hayes.
We got Joe DeLuise getting out hard, running Prefontaine. Look at Henderson's number 3, it looks like. Richfield's up there.
Pinkerton's got 2. Hennigan's 3 now. Hennigan's 3 at least.
We got 3 from Londonderry.
Yep, they always have 3 way up there.
The Astros right up there. East Farm Ward.
Pinkerton's got 3 now.
Buchanan's bringing the pack in now. There's New England champ. Let's go, Jack. And 1,000 meters just passed us. Let's go, Jack.
Go Brown coming through.
Brown's looking great. New Hampshire.
Their young pack always moves up.
CBU's in the mix
crushing it. No question for me that they're going to win this race right now.
We're only just less than 2K into the race right now. We still have a lot of race to go, though. A lot of movement to take place.
So I was surprised that Sean Gray pulled away this early on.
Well, he is on paper across the field.
Of course.
He should win by several seconds. But anything can happen at New England's though.
Exactly. And he's got, his fellow Rhode Islanders right behind him. Peyton Jocelyn was up there.
Sometimes
Hamden Academy coming by.
some people just like to set the tone of the race,
Yep.
and he's got to be one of them.
All right, this seems to be the pack through, so we'll see you later on in the race.
We have our leader coming around, and he is all alone right now. It's got to be Sean Gray.
Sean Gray, the Rhode Island state champion. Followed by Marshall Vernon from LaSalle. And Bishop Henriksen's one.
Colby Flynn.
Bishop Henriksen 2 through.
Caitlin Joslin also passed us. Sully Shorts. That's got to be David from Henderson.
Hanover's 1 through. Pinkerton. Ridgefield from Connecticut. Henriksen's 3 and 4. Another Henderson coming. We got
Trainer
Pinkerton.
Mayu from Pinkerton.
2 more Pinkerton.
So Ryan of Greenwich behind him. Greenwich.
Another Pinkerton.
Silva of Finch, Connecticut there. Levi of North Maine in the mix.
CVU through.
Ryan of Barrington.
Xavier, nice job, Xavier! Come on, Xavier!
Just saw Dominic of Bolton, Connecticut on the outside there.
Another CVU runner.
Go, Peter! Come
Brown
on,
had
Peter!
a bunch coming through. A pack of
Landon, come
Cobra.
on, Landon!
Just saw 3 within 5 meters of each other. They generally run together as we've got Keene, Bedford, Cole Brown.
James, get on there, James! Come on,
Greenwich,
James!
that's CVU's 4. North Kingstown with a pack coming through.
Yeah, it looked like Ben might have been leading them. James of East Greenwich. Gavin Bowles for the Academy.
To another CVU runner, that's their 5.
Jackson of LaSalle.
St. Johnsbury Academy, CVU 6,
Sam of Freeport, Maine.
CVU 7. LaSalle's got a couple coming through here. Hampton Academy's got 4, next pack there.
Big group from Maine led by Andrew. And with the majority of these guys past us, we're going to go ahead and throw it back over to Tyler and Marty out in the woods.
We're just after 3K before 2 miles right here.
Let's see if Gray extended his lead. He's looking really good right now. He is flying.
Yeah. He's a big-time racer.
Here's Marshall Vernon.
Second place last year, trying to get into the winner spot, not too far behind.
And he's pulled away from Flynn and Jocelyn.
Look at Flynn looking really good there.
Hayes and Sturts and LaBelle, right?
Yep, here comes Tyson LaBelle, the junior. He was 10th last year as a sophomore.
Sturts always runs well at the end of these races, so we'll see him hopefully move up. Leone, right? And then
Yep.
Groves next up. Henriksen's got 3 in the top 10 with Butler.
Yeah, that's where
Conley was up
Henderson, that's where they kill people. They have such strong people up top, and look at that, 2 more guys in there.
Yep, so they're winning.
They're winning by a
no
ton.
question. Pinkerton's going to have 2. There's 3 and 4 for Pinkerton.
They could have 5 in the top 25. It's looking like maybe even higher than that.
So yeah, Pinkerton's actually looking really good for that second spot right now. Henriksen's going to have 6 now. Here's Youngs of Co Brown coming by.
E.O. Smith right there. There's Cook coming through. Got a couple awards in there now. Check it out, though. These guys, they're just coming through. It does not end. Greenwich is coming in. That's one of the favorites to get a podium spot.
Yep.
That 3rd spot is up in the air because this is where the 3rd spots, 4th and 5th runners are, right here.
Exactly. Yeah, this is where the podium's going to decide. We have those 2 teams that were way up there, and now here's the fight.
There was only 17-point difference between 1st and 3rd at the Connecticut State Open, so anything could change between those 3 teams.
And as happens in New England, just the pack is still streaming through. It does not stop.
Well, the difference is it takes the same amount of time, basically, as all the other races, but there's so many people in that minute and a half.
Here's Hayden of York coming by.
We got, look at it, the 3 of them, they haven't been up to New England in about 10 years. They're back up here in the mix. They've been a New England champion at one point.
And I hate to say it, but Gray's moving so fast, we probably gotta get going here. So we'll see these guys go by, we'll catch them on the way back down. All right, here's Sean Gray. Wow, he is flying right now.
Look at how he just
No one in sight, Sean.
Look how he just floats in the downhill. That's the way to run the downhill.
So off in
downhills
Virginia
are just
next
as
year.
important as the uphills.
So here's Marshall Vernon running a great bounce back race from last week.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get second 2
Yep.
years in a row at New England.
No one even
Looking
close to
good.
him. Now here's gonna come a really fun fight. We got, looking ahead, LaBelle has actually moved up into third.
He's a strong runner. He's a distance runner. Morty's monster. Nothing. There we go. Tyson from Griswold.
And David Hayes actually is number 1 for Hendricken. Here's Sully Sturts. He always moves up in New England's.
Look at
Colby Flynn's coming by now.
Look at Hendricken. 2 in the top 5 or 6. Look at this.
Yep. We got Groves running a great race right now. He's actually running a phenomenal race with Jocelyn right there. Is Gage Magnuson. Let's go, Gage.
And look at this. Within seconds, there's 5 spots right there.
We got Gilbert of Freeport, Maine. We got another Hendricken.
Number
We got
3 right
Roby,
there.
Conley, Bodanza.
Luke Cushing's ram. He's looking great.
Here's Fisher of BG.
There's number 4 for Hendrickson. They have this in the bag.
Yeah, not even a question for them. Pinkerton's now going to have their 3 with Mayu coming by.
Hendrickson's number 5. They've got it. I watch your video on YouTube.
You saw the course preview. Pinkerton's got 5 now, so they're definitely in a great spot. They were flying through there. Co Brown's going to have Young
Alex
there.
Cook there looking
Toomey of
fantastic.
Londonderry.
Look out for Alex Medina, the 1,000 meter champ at New England's is indoors. He got some speed over the last little bit. These guys can all move up. Look at this. They can move up a lot of spots. They run down the downhill smoother. You have to learn how to run down these steep downhills. There's
More Branch guys coming by. More Cole Brown.
Cole Brown is looking good. Coach Tim Cox got it called right now.
Yeah, he was excited.
He's got a young group.
Spencer Clemens coming by.
More Richfield. Richfield's the defending champions. 2-time defending champions at New England. They're back again. Hope for a top 10 finish, hopefully. Xavier's just smooth and going down. Amity, the Spartans look good together, running as a pack.
It just never stops. So
Check out the runners as they're shooting down this downhill. This is a hard downhill, folks. We can feel the vibrations in the ground.
you got some guys swinging wide, trying to make a move around others. Sometimes on the downhill, the inside line might not be the best way to go.
This is not exact. This is a little uneven surface too. So, and it's a bit of a turn here. It's like a bank track actually coming down the downhill.
This is faster than VU right here. only
Right
only
here?
part of the course you can say that.
Yeah, I'm sure you could set a PR for the quarter mile right here.
Yeah, right. But right after this, they got a little hill to go up, and then they're coasting down to the finish line.
Sean Gray, 15:53. We just found out.
No
Spoil
surprise.
it.
Yeah.
Sean Gray, 15:53. If you break 16 minutes on this course, that is a monster time on this course. I would say this is probably like 40 seconds slower than almost any other course in New England.
Yeah, I mean, Gray was flying today. I mean,
He was
huge
on.
race from him. He knew what he had to do today, and
You never know what to expect at the New England Championship, but Gray stepped up and he did what he was capable of doing.
all right, with these guys through, we're going to go see how that finish looked, and we'll see you there.
We can see our leader. Again, no one else with him.
Looks like Sean Gray from Portsmouth continuing his lead. In fact, he's probably stretched it out quite a bit.
He's going to make that turn onto the finishing stretch. All alone.
Anything under 16 here is a really good time. We're looking at 15:47 right now.
He is cruising in. Your 2025 New England champion, Sean Gray.
15:53. That is blazing here.
Second place now on our
Marshall
final
Vernon.
stretch.
LaSalle Academy.
Third place there as well.
I think that's Tyson LaBelle from Griswold. Hendrickens won, so here's our first team runner.
David Hayes. Sully Shorts.
The New Hampshire State champion. Hanover won.
Ben Groves. Houston.
Pinkerton's first with 5, but Hendrick's 5 is right behind. Theo Smith from Connecticut. Brown. Greenwich, Connecticut, 2 coming through. They're another favorite. Hendrick's 6.
As you called it out, Bishop Hendricken first with their 5, Pinkerton second, no one else with 5.
Full Heart from Multiview finishing. Looks like he may have gone down.
CVU's third. See another
Cole Brown with a bunch.
2 more for Cole Brown.
CVU 4.
Greenwich has 5 across.
Cole Brown. They're having a day. Cole Brown's running really
That was their 5th.
Pinkerton. Wow, Cole Brown. What a performance. Another Cole Brown coming in.
Some more displacement for them. Xavier, Connecticut, they have 5. Cumberland, Rhode Island with their 5th as well.
32. Theo Smith's got another one coming.
Amity, Connecticut with 5.
East Line, another one of the top Connecticut teams.
They'll have 10 across with 5 plus.
2 Keene. 3. There's another Keene. They must have closed their scoring out now.
Yep.
CVU's 5.
18 teams with 5 plus.
Glacier River, good kick.
Make that 20. Taking a look at our top teams. Bishop Hendricken is in that top spot. They should stay there for the win. Pinkerton looks to secure second. Third place will be Greenwich, Connecticut. Fourth is Cole Brown, New Hampshire. CVU looking like they are in the 5th spot over St. Johnsbury, Vermont.
CVU 6 coming in. 7 is just behind.
6th and 7th on the team battle are separated by 1 point. That can change as more scoring gets in. Still St. Johnsbury over E.O. Smith.
BFA Fairfax, 2 runners. They're a team from Vermont.
Just like that, we got 27 teams scoring and it started to thin out. Teams. Again, individually, Sean Gray of Portsmouth, Rhode Island, 15:53:13. Saw him leading it pretty much the whole time.
That is quite an accomplishment to lead a race at this place from wire to wire. And he just extended it in the second half.
Then Marshall Vernon gets second for the South Rhode Island with 16:09:48. Tyson of Griswold, Connecticut, 16:15. David Hayes, 16:20. Sully Surt, Keene, 16:25. Ben Groves, Hanover, 16:31 for your individual top 6. Again, team scores, our top 6, Bishop Hendricken, Pinkerton Academy, Greenwich, Cole Brown, Champlain Valley, and St. Johnsbury. And it looks like it will finish up that way. And as we've had the majority of our runners cross, we will finish things up again. So once again, this is the State Running Network, powered by Marathon Sports. Our meet coverage today brought to you by New Balance. This has been your 2025 New England Championship Boys Race.